Hi, thanks for joining me on Wilderness with Amani. I was gonna fish the East Carson River today, but I just couldn't get out of bed after that long haul trip to the East Carson River for fishing for Wilderness with Amani Patreon yesterday. And plus, it's gonna start raining and snowing up there this afternoon, and it's gonna get really windy here, there, and everywhere around noon today. It's already 8:30. I couldn't get out of bed, man. I couldn't get out of bed till 7. I was just laying there, just like, do I really even want to move? But now that I'm out here, I'm ready to go. So where I'm at is the Truckee River near the Walmart. And I think technically I'm still in Reno, but the Sparks City line is really close to here. I think we're gonna cross it while we're fishing. I fished here for Patreon several weeks ago and I got 2 big browns. So I'm gonna see if I can't build on that, but I've only got about 3, maybe 4 hours before it's like 15-mile-an-hour winds. So I don't think I got the stomach to deal with that. I got a pretty satisfying brown in the net yesterday, so I don't think I feel the urge to fight 15-mile-an-hour winds. So we're gonna have to be fast today and efficient. I got a couple different kinds of jigs for the slow water above a diversion dam, and I got some flies. I have my fly rod. I don't think I'm gonna bring it because I don't have the time to be switching around and doing a bunch of stuff. We gotta get in there. It's a fire drill, baby. Let's go. Man, the river's flowing good. I'm gonna start down and work my way back. I know I said I wasn't gonna fish until I got down there, but I just wanted to come down and see what the flow's like, and the flow is up considerably from the last time I was here, which is gonna make fishing this side a lot better. I was peeking through these bushes and there was a big brown sitting right there, and I was trying to figure out how I could get a cast it at him, and I couldn't, and he took off. So I'm just, even though it's probably not gonna work, I'm just trying to throw it out there and see if he's in the vicinity still. See if he's willing to bite. But once they get spooked, that's pretty much it. He was just sitting right under these branches, and it was just, I could just see him as plain as day. And there was no cast I could make through the thicket of bushes. So last time I was here, I'm above the diversion dam, and last time I saw a couple big browns just hanging out, and they just wouldn't bite anything I had. And that's why I brought the tube jigs, and I got flies. So if they're here, I want to take another shot, because me and them have unfinished business. I sometimes get good-sized fish in this slow stuff on jigs, but it's not my go-to. I usually need a little bit of rushing water to hide what I'm doing so that the fish don't get a good look at what the shenanigans I'm trying to pull over them. Right here, where this water's going under this buoy, is the site of one of the greatest landing jobs I've ever done. I had a big brown swim under this, and I had to put my rod under it. It was a fiasco, man. But my Patreon subscribers will tell you, I pulled it off. And in the next highlight clip, when you see this buoy, that's the fish I landed under this buoy. I didn't get anything last time in this area below the dam, but there's some really nice pools, man. So I'm gonna chalk it off to they just didn't want it that day. Maybe today will be different. Well, I just came upon a goose nest. Sorry, goose. I'll get out of your way. I didn't mean to freak you out. I just hooked a monster under this bridge. He's taking me in this fast water. There's a lot of stuff in the water. Like I'm dealing with, there's a shopping cart right over there. Oh, it's a good fish. I gotta get him over to this calm stuff though. Come on, buddy. Oh, I barely got him. I could see that jig hanging. Big hook jaw brown. Got him. Got him. Woo! And it isn't often you catch a big brown like this with shopping carts in the water right there and over there. But this is a big one. He's ready to go. I'm letting him rest for a little bit. I'll wet my hands and I'll show him to you. That's a big brown, boy. That's a good brown right there. Look at his big hook jaw. That is a big fish. And there he goes, back out into his water. Woo! That's nice. That's not bad, 15 minutes from my house, and I was gonna go to the East Carson River today. I got shopping carts in the river. It ain't too romantic looking, but the fishing is nice. The flow's up from last time I was here, and with this ultralight equipment, you gotta keep them out of anything fast, because they'll get you, fish that big. And he was on the other side. I nailed him, and I'm just casting cross current diagonally upstream. Nothing says, oh, there we go, we got another one. Got another one. It's another big one. You got to see the hook set. Whoa, there he goes. There he goes. He's over there. He's over here. He's over everywhere. Let me get my net out. It's another brown. Not as big as the first one, but he's nice. There he is. Oh, he got off. He popped out. That barbless jig came out right there. He was like a nice 18-incher. Woo! Action's hot today. When you're fishing in a situation like this, there's a lot of crap in the water. There's a lot of boulders. So you got to make a lot of casts, because if the fish is on one side of the boulder, it's not going to see your presentation. So you got to make, so I made, that last cast was upstream diagonal. He was up there. The other fish was over there. But there's a big brown something in the water. I think it's a big piece of concrete or something, because there's one right here. So I gotta, if I get a fish on the other side of that, I could be in a little bit of trouble, but you gotta hook a fish to lose a fish. I kind of want to go fish that area over there, but I really don't want to cross this. It looks easy enough, but it also looks like I could easily slip on those slippery boulders and end up in the river. And I don't want to end up in the river today. Trust me, if I hadn't caught anything yet, I'd be crossing that river. But I'm not. But I have. So I'm not crossing anything. I'll take my chances with this whitewater. There's another goose nest right there. She's sitting right on her eggs, or it's the dude, or it's one of them. I don't know what the division of labor is between geese parents. So I don't know who sits on the nest and who's out getting food. I don't know. I'm on the other side. When I'm over there, I always say, if I was on the other side, it would be way better. So now we get to see if the grass is actually greener. I already walked up and saw one brown sitting there. It wasn't that big. Let's see if there's anything else. There's a big brown just hanging out right there. And I threw on this 16th ounce tube jig to see if he would go for it. And he swam away like it was gonna hurt him. I'm all the way up under the Kitsky Street Bridge, and I just had a big brown swim right up. He's right there. He's right there. He's right there. Come on. He's not gonna go for it. I had two big fish swim up right here and try to get my lure. One was a rainbow, I think. I think I gotta try something else though, because I think they know what I'm up to. Bobber and a nymph. And it's got that big rainbow to come up and hit it. I drifted it like 20 times through there, and finally he hit it. It's a big rainbow. Got a barbless nymph going. He nailed it. Oh, he got off. He came off. Darn it. There he is. He's right there. He was like a 20-inch rainbow, man. He's right there. Oh. I had this long leader, this like 5-foot leader in this little tiny zebra striped nymph, and I could see that fish. I must have barely had it, man. And I was just going, drifting it, and my bobber just went down, man. I'm not gonna get another shot at that guy. Man, I can see that rainbow. He's just right there. He's just recovering from the fight right now. He doesn't know what hit him. He hit that little nymph and it was like, boom! Got another one on the nymph, but it's a little guy. Ooh, where'd he go? He went under the rocks. He went under the rocks. It's another rainbow. This ain't that big one. That big fish is big. He's like 20 inches, man. That was a big rainbow. There we go. It's a nice fat rainbow. Hard fighting, man. I'm getting hits on this nymph, man. If you've got, you know, if you're using a spinning rod, I'm using ultralight tackle, 5 foot. But then I always carry a couple nymphs and a couple of these tiny bobbers, and you can you can get that diversity you need. Obviously, I mean, you're seeing I'm using 6-pound mono as a leader. I just tie the nymph right on, and they're hitting it. Sky's getting ugly. I want to keep fishing this bubble, this bobber and fly, but man, it looks like it might even start snowing or something. Look over there. That's the mountains right there. That's ugly. It's definitely going to be snowing up there today. So I'm going to wrap it up. But I saw that rainbow. It was right there. It was bigger than the brown I caught under the... It was a big rainbow, man. And this little tiny barbless hook, I had a crappy hook set because I wasn't paying attention. I just looked and my barber was swimming down, so I set the hook late. He was probably trying to spit it out by then because I wasn't getting anything. I was casting it at about a 3-foot leader, and then I made the leader 5 feet. Then I hooked that fish, and then I hooked the smaller one. But I got that big brown in the net down there. I hooked 2 big trout that got off. When you fish barbless, that's just the challenge, especially when you fish barbless and then you fish an ultralight rod like this little 5-foot twig. You can't really muscle the fish, and you just got to let it play out. And for me, that's the excitement. You know, the barbless, the light tackle, it's really a challenge to get those fish in the net. That's why it's such a relief when I do. But I saw 2 big browns on this side sitting right on the shore like I saw one on the other side. So I saw 3 big browns sitting within like 2 or 3 feet of the shore, but under bushes. And then I'd try to like kind of get down there and they just swim away. And once they swim away, you're pretty much done. But there's good fishing down by this Walmart, man. All the way up, I fished all the way up to the Kitski Bridge. I'm gonna come back out here and fish again soon before the river gets raging, because there's big fish. There's shopping carts and a lot of trash in the river, but there's some big trout, man, and they're ready to fight. I hope you enjoyed this little urban session where I think I walked into Sparks from Reno. I'm kind of on the city line around here, but it's all good. All I know is the downtown fishing scene in Reno and Sparks is alive and well. Thank you for joining me on Wilderness with Amani. Until next time.